Hey everybody, welcome back to the Pub Trivia Experience. My name is Chris, and tonight I have gathered 4 of my favorite people to play some trivia. This is going to be fun. Speaking of fun, let's get the fun started all the way out in Huntsville, Alabama. Mr. Mike Mott, how you doing, my friend, and what are you drinking?
Well, by my math, I'm 25 years away from retirement, so all things considered, doing pretty good. Tonight, I have a lovely New England-style IPA from Yellowhammer Brewing right here in Huntsville, Alabama. I had a buddy of mine in town about 3 weeks ago now, and we went to Yellowhammer, and I ordered this on tap, and I'd never seen it in the stores, and the guy says, if you want some more of that, because I basically downed it because it's so good. He says, if you want some more of that, we actually sell that right here. And I walked straight over to the case and bought a 4-pack. So nice. I saved one for your all's enjoyment. And that was a weak can open. I don't even know if that came through, but anyway, this is a very good IPA. I think this is actually my favorite beer that I've had at Yellowhammer Brewing. Very
nice. Mike, I'm going to top you there because I can't top you there. This is weak. But in my trip, I was up in last show. I talked about I was up in Vermont. This is another Vermont alcoholic beverage. This is not a beer, so this is a weird story. I stopped in a store, and it was a wine and beer store, and I looked around, and I couldn't find anything room temperature, so I had to ask the guy behind the counter, "Do you have any warm beer?" And he stopped. He didn't say anything for about 8 seconds, and he looks at me. And he goes, "I have never been asked that question." And I had to explain to him why. I'm trying to bring it back to Florida, and I obviously can't bring cold beer back with me. He didn't have any warm beer, he didn't have any warm beer. He had this. It was the only warm thing that he had. And I'm like, you know what? I'm in a local store. I'm going to shop local. This is Stowe Hard Seltzer, made right there in Vermont. I am not a seltzer guy, so we're going to see how this is. Oh, my God.
That bad?
Oh, it's that good. Holy shit. It's from the Stowe Cider Company, which Marissa, you might know this, but Vermont, very big on their cider beers. Very, very big on their ciders and their sours. Oh, my God, that's tasty. Marissa, tell me, how are you doing and what are you drinking?
I am fine, and I have the most elegant of drinks, a watermelon White Claw.
There you go.
Nice.
Usual.
We got 2 seltzers on the call today.
We have the big brand, the big business White Claw, and the small little, I don't know, this could be a huge company. I have no idea. Jeff Woodhead, the pride of Raleigh, North Carolina, sir. How are you doing, and what is in your glass?
I'm doing all right. I'm recovering from a little communication mishap with some friends that got me into 4 beers in before I had anything in my stomach. So we'll see how this trivia thing goes. Right now, I am drinking a chocolate raspberry stout from the Stewhead Brewery right here in my kitchen.
Is there any chance you can bring some of that Stewhead beer with you out? No, I can't ask you to do that. I should have just stopped by your house. I don't think
I can throw it in a growler in a bag in a thing. If I can figure out how.
Don't try it. You're gonna pulled off the plane.
Try this at home.
Yeah, I'll actually be seeing Mike and Jeff here in about a week and a half. Right, we'll be in Louisville, Kentucky, doing some bourbon tasting. I'm looking forward to that.
That's right.
You know where we're not going to be in a week and a half? We're not going to be in Butte, Montana. Nathan, my friend, for our listeners at home, is the very first Patreon subscriber we've ever had here at the Pub Trivia Experience. So Nathan,
I did not know that.
You're one. We had 3 people sign up on that very first day, and you were the first one. So welcome to the family.
Oh, good.
And thank you for your support. But tell our listeners kind of who you are, what are you drinking, and tell us something interesting or fun about your life out in Montana, because that sounds delightful.
It's a great place to live. Right now it's kind of smoky, but my name's Nathan. I live in Middle Montana in Butte, and I work at a college there, and tonight I am drinking a boring Coca-Cola.
Hey, Coke Classic is not boring.
Yeah.
It's not boring. That'll keep you awake.
That's right.
It will.
I have a body by Coke, if you can't tell, so. I'll take it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is how tonight's game is going to go. It is going to be Mike and Marissa versus Nathan and Jeff, and we have got a 6-category game. We're going to play this as like a modified Trivial Pursuit. You have to get one question correct in each category. Once a team gets one question correct in each category, the other team will then give them 3 questions that they have to get right. So each time they go, they'll choose a different category they've got to get a question right in. The first team to complete all 9 correct answers is going to be our winner. There are no rebounds in this game. So if you know an answer to another team's question, too damn bad. All right. It is going to go back and forth. And because Nathan is our guest, we're going to let Nathan and Jeff decide, do you want to go first or second?
What are you thinking, Jeff?
Well, so when soccer players take penalty kicks, like you saw Euro 2020 ending on penalty kicks, the team that goes first has about a 60% chance of winning. When that's since that's basically a coin toss, it weights it a little bit towards the people who started off. So I think we should go first.
Okay, let's go first.
They're going to go first, and ladies and gentlemen, here are your categories for tonight. These might sound familiar. Music, sports and fun stuff, history, movies and television, people and places, and science.
Science?
Thank you, Michael.
I'm pleased to
Nathan
aim.
and Jeff, which category do you want to go with?
What are you thinking? Do you have a category you have a favorite in?
Honestly, it's up to you. I am hot garbage on movies and TV, but can vaguely hold my own on the rest.
Okay, I am hot garbage in sports, so hopefully we do well with each other. Let's go ahead and do people and places. Seems pretty general.
All right.
Yeah.
People and places. Here is your question. Who slayed the Trojan hero Hector outside the gates of Troy?
Wasn't that Achilles?
Oh, boy.
I thought Achilles killed Hector. Well, I don't know. Or was it Hector that killed Achilles?
The only 2 that I can think of is there was Achilles and there was Jason involved, right?
No, Jason was the Argonauts. He went after the Golden Fleece and shit.
That shows my knowledge, so I'm okay going Achilles if that's your first.
It's either
reaction.
Achilles or Odysseus. I don't, because I don't remember if Odysseus killed Hector after Hector killed Achilles, or if that was the other way around. I don't know. You want to go Achilles? That was my first guess.
That was your first guess. I'm a big first gut kind of guy. So
all right,
we'll
go first gut. Achilles.
They have locked in Achilles. Achilles is a correct answer. Nicely done, gentlemen.
Right.
One question in, one correct answer. They have crossed off people and places, and we're bringing it over to Mike and Marissa.
What you say, Marissa? I know you're thinking music. No, so,
I don't know. I'm not confident in anything, and you know that, and that's my pitfall.
But you're better in everything than you give yourself credit for.
Probably. So. But yeah, let's go for music.
All right, let's go with music to start.
They're locking in music. Here is your music question. Who boasted in a 2010 hit song called "The Club Can't Handle Me"? Who boasted in a 2010 hit song that the club can't handle me?
I forgot that most of the music tends to skew towards the time period when I thought that music started sucking and stopped paying attention to it. So, and based on this lyric, that seems to be a correct conclusion.
I don't know why, but I want to go Gaga.
That's actually a very good guess, and that would have been right around that time. I was going a little more hip hop in my head, but I was also failing to pull anybody up. So
that's all I can come up with right now.
You came up with something, and I came up with nothing. So I'm completely happy.
Then it could also be like Kesha at that point in time, because it could be TikTok.
That's true. Yeah, she would have been around that time. But
I don't know.
I don't either.
Maybe it's Kesha. Club can't handle me. Club can't handle me.
Yeah, I'm trying to hear the lyric and I can't hear it.
I don't
And
know.
those are at least artists whose songs I know,
Yeah, I honestly,
but not well.
Gaga or Kesha both have club-related songs at that point in time.
Yeah, lyrically it sounds a little more. Does it sound a little more Kesha though than
It does
Lady
sound
Gaga?
a little bit more Kesha.
Yeah, I mean I don't have a leg to stand on, but I think either one's a good guess.
I'm a little bit Kesha.
And
don't
I'm
know.
a little bit Lady Gags. That didn't work at all.
Not at all. You should be embarrassed.
I feel like Kesha would have been more prominent at that point in time.
Yeah, you might be right. They're both. That's about right. So I'm happy locking in with that. I don't have anything else.
It's gonna bite me in the ass, and it's gonna be Gaga. But let's go Kesha. It sounds more Kesha.
They have locked in Kesha, and that is not a correct answer, unfortunately. I will have you note though that when you were in the club, you were definitely wearing the apple bottom jeans and the boots with the fur.
Flo Rida.
It was Flo Rida.
Good old Florida.
We are good for something. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll
was that song that late? That song feels forever ago.
That's not. I don't think that's
more
the
like
song.
2007, 2006 to me.
Different song. Gotcha.
I think it's a different song. I don't know. I don't listen to Flo Rida.
I don't either.
I stopped listening to music in 2006. So, all right, Nathan and Jeff, you're up with a 1-point lead. Where are we going?
Well, I chose people and places last time, so I'll let Jeff choose the next category. Since you have the last question right to it.
Let's go history. I got that was my second major in college, so maybe I'll embarrass myself here.
It's a strong area of mine too, so let's go. Okay, history.
Here is your question in history. Whose ships of discovery included the Endeavor and the Resolution?
Who's the Endeavor?
Ooh.
That was
Do you say resolution or revolution?
Resolution.
Not that helped at all.
I'm trying to think of
Darwin was the Beagle. It wasn't Columbus, obviously.
It's got to be someone English, right?
Yeah,
I mean
those names.
Drake? It's got to be
was Cook British?
Drake was British. Drake was my first instinct when I heard that.
What about Cook?
Oh, no, I think you're right.
Really?
Now that you mentioned Cook, I think it was Cook. The Endeavor sounds like a Cook boat. Because I think there's something about the Endeavor and somewhere in Polynesia, and that's Cook.
Okay.
I think let's go with Cook.
Okay, let's go Cook.
They have locked in with Cook. He's got a strait named after him off the coast of New Zealand. It's Captain James Cook.
Yes.
I think he died in like Papua New Guinea in that area. Like while
it was Hawaii.
Was it Hawaii? Okay. In the Pacific somewhere. For some reason New Guinea was in my head.
He was murdered by some angry natives who didn't want to be colonized.
I am shocked. Shocked, I say. Mike and Marissa, we're over to you. What do we want to go with?
You pick, Mike.
Let's go movies and television, I guess.
They are going movies and television. And here is your question. In which building in the infamous shower scene located in the Kubrick classic... in which building was the infamous shower scene located in the Kubrick classic Psycho? We're looking for the name of the building. And I'm taking that from you, sir, so you can't screw me later.
You're taking my own joke from me.
I'm taking it back.
Okay, so, I mean, the shower scene was in the Bates Motel.
Yeah.
I guess that's all they're looking for. And Jeff, the Kubrick versus Hitchcock thing dates back to episode 2.
It's so old.
I know. I heard Jeff in the background going, what the hell?
Kubrick,
what's going on?
Here to get this joke, but...
It's a long time ago.
It's been a very long-running joke.
Yes. Almost 3 years.
Yeah.
But no, that's what they're looking for, right? The Bates Motel?
It has to be the Bates Motel.
I mean, that's where she takes the shower, so... Yeah, Bates Motel.
And Bates Motel is correct. Nicely done. All right. Nathan and Jeff, you have got a 2-1 lead. It's back to you. What are we going with?
Your turn.
Oh, Nate, you're on mute, my friend. You got bit
Nate,
by the mute bug.
Oh, no.
I did. I'm worried I'll be picked up while they're talking, and I feel bad, so I muted it. I want to go TV and film, but I'm hoping it's TV and not film. Let's go ahead right now and do music. Let's try and get music out of the way.
They're going with music. Here is your music question. What was the first single Madonna released?
Let's see. I'm trying to early Madonna. This reminds me of a Family Guy clip where they asked about Madonna's early work, and it was somewhat funny. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Material Girls, probably a little bit later. Papa Don't Preach, I think, was much later.
She got in trouble for Papa Don't Preach. That was
Yeah.
after a little while.
Yeah, I think that was, for some reason, I'm having a hard
Material
time
Girl
coming.
was her first big one.
Yeah. But I can't think of anything. For some reason, I'm having a hard time thinking of a lot of Madonna songs.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank too. It's just not my area of music.
Let's see, Material Girl.
Like I mean, I would just go with I would think, you know, off the top of my head, Material Girl would be what pops up, because it's kind of like the one that followed her around for the rest of her career. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's go Material Girl and hope that we got it right. Let's go Material Girl.
All right, cool.
They've locked in Material Girl, and that, unfortunately, is not a correct answer. Madonna, if you're not aware, is a big fan of the UK, and instead of when we take vacations, what do they take?
Yep.
Holiday.
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 Holiday is your correct answer.
I was between that and Borderline. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Borderline is a good one too. Good guess too.
We are moving back to Mike and Marissa. What are we going with?
All right, Marissa, we got a chance to tie this puppy back up. What are you feeling?
I don't know. Let's
All
go
right,
with people.
Go ahead.
What do you feel more confident? What do you feel more confident in? I know your usuals, but
well, people and places was my roughest category last time, but I
Yeah.
think that was just a coincidence more than anything else, because ironically, it was the people part and not the places part that kept getting me.
oh,
And actually,
shocker.
the places part worked out fine. So, so if you want to go people and places, I'm good with that. It'd be nice to knock it out.
let's try and knock it out.
All right.
They're going with people and places. Here is your question. What is the only African country to have just one syllable in its name?
I'm pretty sure it's Chad.
Yeah,
only
it's got to
one
be
syllable.
Chad.
And Chad is a correct answer. Nicely done. That will tie the game. 2-2. Nate and Jeff, you're up.
Well, I picked a bad category last time, so go ahead and pick.
I want to see if Chris can blind us with science.
Science.
Science. Here we go. What is the only human bone with 3 C's in its name?
Coccyx.
There we go. Okay.
We're gonna go with that. Coccyx.
The coccyx is correct.
Ooh, way
Damn
to
you,
go.
Woodhead. Damn you.
You sounded startled that I knew that, Chris.
I didn't know that, Jeff. I don't even know where the coccyx is.
You want me to show you?
Oh! Put that
And
away,
there's
sir.
a reminder that Jeff's already 4 beers in.
Yep. So glad I'm on this screen and not that one.
Yeah. I'm glad, Marissa. I'm glad you didn't have to see that.
Yep, me too.
Hey, guys, Nate just left the phone call. He's done. He's done.
Gone.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Nate.
Wow. Okay.
All right, Mike and Marissa, what are we going with?
Well, how about those subject changes? You know what we haven't done yet? Sports and fun stuff. So I think we should try to do sports and fun stuff.
Sports and fun stuff. Here is your question. In the 1980 Olympics, the United States is memorable for beating the USSR, the Soviet Union, not the USSR, sorry, the Soviet Union 4-3. But what team did they play in their final game?
I always mess this up.
I almost watched Miracle the other day too.
Is it Finland?
I don't remember.
I always. Here's the problem. I always want to say Finland, and I can't remember if I'm always amazed that that's right or pissed that it's wrong.
Oh God.
Because I've had this come up before. But I think it's Finland. I don't. Do you have any?
I don't. Go with your
Objections?
gut.
I
don't
just
know.
don't know. But for some reason, Finland is what sticks out.
Just go with it, because I can't remember.
All right, just go with it. Finland.
So the Final Four that year was the Soviet Union, the United States, Finland, and Sweden. In the final game, Sweden lost to the Soviet Union while the U.S. beat Finland. Finland is a correct answer.
Boom.
Nicely done. And this game is getting tight pretty quickly here. Sports is off the board. So a real quick score update. Mike and Marissa have closed off sports, movies and television, and people and places. Nate and Jeff, you have closed off history, people and places, and science. The ball is in your court.
Ooh. Want to try music again? You want to try something fresh? TV and film, maybe?
Let's go. Let's try something new. TV and movies or sports and fun, whichever one. If you got some TV and movies knowledge you're willing to share, let's go with that.
I've got TV, but not the film necessarily. So let's see what happens with TV and film. We gotta get there sometime. So.
Yep.
Here is your TV and film question. What does the abbreviation MGM stand for?
Oh, Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer.
I was gonna get there eventually, but you got there before me. What he said.
Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer is correct. Mike is flipping you off, Jeff.
Thanks, Mike. But come on, I gotta know some famous Jews from the past.
Touche.
Oh my God.
It's about people we're talking about here.
That's right.
All right, Mike and Marissa, you're up. What are we going with?
All right, Mike, you want science or history?
Your brain went exactly the same place mine did. Let's do history.
Here is your history question. What was the only one of Henry VIII's wives who did not share her first name with another wife?
Jane Seymour. Because there were three Annes
Three
and
Annes.
two Catherines. Or no,
Yes.
3 Catherines and 2 Annes. I think, yeah. Either way, there were multiple Catherines and multiple Annes.
Yeah.
There was only one Jane.
One Jane, yeah.
So yeah, we'll lock in Jane Seymour.
Jane Seymour is a correct answer. Nicely done. I should have written a harder game. Sorry, everybody.
Did share her name with a medicine woman, though.
Yep.
That she did.
I also shared my name with the medicine woman because her name on the show was Dr. Mike.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then applesauce. All right. Nate, Jeff, you're up.
Let's do sports. We hadn't done sports yet.
Yeah, Jeff's on a roll. So if he's strong in sports, let's go sports.
I'm not strong in sports, but hey, let's go. I'm not strong in either of these two categories, but let's go. Let's go sports. We hadn't done it yet.
Here we go with sports and fun stuff. With which best-selling computer game do you associate Swedish game designer Marcus Notch Persson? And I should say Notch is in quotation marks. Marcus Notch Persson. Personn.
So with Swedish video game, my mind immediately goes to Minecraft.
Is there a notch used in that game? Like, where's the notch come from? His name? Like, quotations.
I don't know, but I can go ask my Minecraft obsessed 13-year-old
No.
if they know.
If that's your gut reaction, I'm okay going with that.
All right, we'll go Minecraft.
Which is different from Minesweeper. So, okay.
Yeah.
Minesweeper's Microsoft, so it kind of makes me. All right, Minecraft. Final answer.
Minecraft is a correct answer.
Good job.
It is
Right,
so
right.
unfair
Alright,
that you got that
I'm
question,
gonna have
Jeff.
to go downstairs and tell Sayla that they helped me with getting that one right. So,
Mike and Marissa, you're up.
You want to go back to music or try science?
It's up to you. Whatever you want to do. If you want to try music again, because that leans heavily on you.
Well, we haven't done science yet, so
Okay.
let's do
go for it.
science, and then it'll come down to who gets a music question right first.
Will it be Bleach?
Damn.
The first Nirvana album, maybe.
All right. So we're going with science then, right?
Science
and sass. That's what I'm sensing. Science and sass. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. The leaves of which tree form the diet of the silkworm?
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Are you serious?
Yes, serious. That's the question. Don't blame the questions. You can talk it out.
Yes, I'm bad.
Yeah.
I'm bad with plants and trees and stuff.
I'm just don't.
I heard what
Silkworm.
leaves, and my brain went eucalyptus, and then I heard form the diet, and my brain went eucalyptus, and then he said
Or
of the
bamboo.
silkworm, and my brain went fuck you, Chris.
Okay, silkworm.
No, yeah. So let's see. Let's name trees. Okay, I mean, so what's a tree that has? I mean, like. I'm like maple. That's a famous
Oak,
leaf.
maple,
Oak. Yeah. Elm.
elm, white ash.
You're already ahead of me.
Yew, rowan.
Do any of those scream silkworm to you?
I don't know.
I mean, no.
Maybe oaks. I don't know.
Oak was, for whatever reason, actually the first thing that popped into my head, and then I rejected it right away. But maybe there's a reason for that. I don't know.
I mean,
And if you're thinking it too, I mean, I just don't. I don't know anything about either worms or trees. So
it wouldn't be any of your conifers. So those are all ruled out.
Right, because those don't have leaves per se.
Those don't have leaves. Those have needles. Right. I mean, I don't know. Silkworm. I know. I'm leaning oak, but that's just because that's all I can think of. That
I'm happy. I'm happy to go with oak and put us out of our misery one way or another.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
They have locked in oak. Unfortunately, that's not a correct answer. Mike, what street do I live on? You don't know.
Mulberry.
It's the mulberry tree.
Oh.
Yeah, I would never have gotten there. In fact, my brain went Mayberry when you said that.
There's some very tasty mulberries in my neighborhood.
Jeff and Nate, you got a 1-point lead. You only need music to win, not to win, but to bring yourself into the final round. Is that what we're going with?
I think we'd be dumb not to.
Yeah, do we have a choice?
You know what? Crazier things have happened. There was that Kubrick classic Psycho that you cannot miss. Here's your question. Singer Adele's little used surname also begins with an A. What is it?
Fuck if I know.
I've heard this on another trivia podcast lately, and I can't remember what it was.
Is it something relatively common British?
I think so. I believe so. It's something that I'm like, oh, it could be anybody. It could have been
Archer, Anderson, Abel, Apple.
Oh boy.
Andrews.
If you could say it, I probably won't remember it. I don't think I'm gonna pull it. Oh boy, I'm usually better at music. Adele's last name A. I think it's like a 4 or 5 word name if I remember right. But I don't remember that last word in that name.
So like super aristocratic then.
It seemed like it, yeah. Out of the names you said, there was one that was like, oh, that sounds fine. It wasn't Anderson. I don't know. Oh boy.
Was it Archer?
No, it was not Archer.
Phrasing.
It'd be fun to go with Archer just for fun. I'm not gonna pull it.
Do you want to get sports? You want to get music trivia questions? Because this is how you get music trivia questions. I'm just gonna sit here and make Archer references until you come up with an answer here, Nathan.
I want to say it was the same last name as, because I thought, oh, it's funny because they could be a country singer. For some reason, I have like a country singer name in my head, but I can't think of a country singer with a last name with an A.
It's John Anderson.
No. Travis Adkins.
Adkins.
Trace
Adkins. Adkins.
Is that
Adkins?
Adkins. That's ringing a bell all of a sudden.
All right, you want to go with that?
I don't think. Oh, boy.
If it's ringing a bell, that's one more bell than anything is ringing in my head at the moment. So.
Yeah. Let's go Adkins. Adkins.
Okay.
Adkins or Adkins? Adkins, not the guy. Adkins. Adkins. Adkins.
Okay.
They are wagering a lot of money that Adele has a honky tonk badonkadonk.
Yes.
Was that him?
That was well played.
Was that?
It's Trace Adkins, yeah. And keeping perfect rhythm make you want to sing along. She got it going on like Donkey Kong.
I did not know that was him.
He shut my mouth and slap your grandma. The answer is Atkins. Nicely done.
Oh,
wow. Damn.
Nathan, the beast right there.
I'm always better in trivia when I can talk it out with somebody, and that helped. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Oh, my God. I need a cigarette. Okay.
Nicely done. All right.
My only contribution was to sit here and make stupid Archer references while you talked it out.
Sometimes the comic relief while the brains works things out is actually the unsung hero, Jeff. So you know.
You guys couldn't see it, but literally he had his head in his hands the entire time. He's just going like, I can't think of what this is. I can't think of what this. He pulled it out. He pulled it out. Speaking of pulling it out, Mike, you're up.
Well, I actually just pulled out another beer. How's that for segues?
I'll take it.
It's another beer from Yellowhammer Brewing. This is called Cheatin' Heart IPA. It's just another IPA. This one they sell in stores, so you can get it anywhere. The Mosaic Coyote was a limited release, unfortunately, because it's really good. But the Cheatin' Heart IPA is pretty good, too. Anyway, Marissa, what do you think?
I don't know. Let's go back to music.
Let's go back to music. I agree.
They're going back to music. Here is your music question. What well-known David Bowie song title makes the appropriate anagram Alien Forms?
I'm going to have to write that down. This
is a great question for a Talk It Out podcast. Let me just
I know. Well, Alien Forms. I'm not super great with David Bowie. He's an artist I've always wanted to do a deep dive into, and I just never actually have. But yeah, the whole arranging letters things, as you said, Chris, is not necessarily make for great podcasting.
But you did this, so.
He said, well-known David Bowie song. It's Life on Mars. It's Life on Mars.
And Mike finally got a music question correct. It is Life on Mars. All right. Now, Mike and Marissa, Jeff and Nathan have gone ahead and closed out all three of their categories. They have to get 3 questions correct in categories of your choosing. Which question or which category do you want to give them first?
What do you think, Marissa? I'm definitely not inclined to give them history because I know Jeff's strong in history, and Nathan said he was too. So
They both seemed not very confident in sports and fun stuff.
That Jeff knows some sports very well.
Okay. You want to go movies and TV?
I would say sports and fun stuff and movies and TV, at least one of them, because Nathan said he wasn't very good at sports, and I know Jeff's not super strong in movies and television. I think you got the right idea, though. I think we start them off with sports.
Okay.
They're going with sports and fun stuff. Here is your question. What is the name of the bamboo sword used as a practice weapon in the Japanese martial arts of kendo?
The only thing I can think of... Oh, no, that's what it's called. Shoot.
I feel like he got the right answer and then won't say it out loud.
Well, no, my answer wasn't your question. My answer was in your question.
Oh, sorry.
Because the only thing I know about kendo sticks is from like professional wrestling. They have those kendo sticks.
Oh, the Sandman. With. Yeah, the Sandman loved his kendo sticks.
Yes. So I'm trying to get my answer from wrestling. I'm not gonna pull. I think.
I can't think of a word that's Japanese enough.
The only Japanese words I can think of about swords is samurai, but that's not going to be it.
Samurai are the dudes wielding it.
Yeah. I have a friend who speaks Japanese. When she hears this, she's going to be so mad at me. Hi, Jessica.
Yeah, I've got nothing here. Like, absolutely just fuck all, nothing. So...
They chose a great category to stump us.
It wasn't even really a sports question.
I know.
It was fun.
It was
fun stuff.
A fun things question, Chris.
I would argue that Mike and Marissa are having a lot of fun right now.
I'm sure they are.
I don't think I have an answer. I can't pull anything.
Do you want to just like pick do you have a random Japanese word?
Konnichiwa. Mushi mushi.
The Mushi Mushi swords. Yes.
That's all I got.
Ramen?
I don't.
No, it's let's just go with Sriracha.
Okay, I think they're going with Sriracha.
That's not
no,
even...
we're just going with Fuji. I don't know. Fuck it. We're going Tokyo.
The Tokyo swords. All right. Unfortunately, none of those are correct answers.
Sorry, Japan. Sorry, entire country of Japan for this past 2 minutes.
We just prove how out of touch American culture is from Japanese culture. It's not even
Seriously.
The one person that would know that is not on this podcast right now.
Who would know that?
Oh, Tony.
Tony has like 7 of them sitting in his house, I'm sure.
Probably, yes.
They are called the Shinai.
I wouldn't have gotten that.
Yeah, I got nothing there, man.
That's all right. So Jeff and Marissa. Oh my God. Mike and Marissa. I'm assuming you want to go with science.
Yes, sir.
That would be correct.
Are you sure?
Well, if we can go ahead and just have them start picking categories, but they'd probably pick science. So
here is your science question. Marie Curie, Albert Einstein, and Alfred Nobel, among others, have all had what named after them?
I mean, they've all had elements of the periodic table named after them. I'm pretty sure there's curium, einsteinium, and nobelium. I think those are all elements. I don't think it's prizes. I could be wrong, because when you think Nobel, you think prize. But
I like the elements.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I got. It's been a very long time since I studied the periodic table, but I think that's what it is. That'd be my guess.
Let's go elements.
All right, we'll lock in with elements.
with the names curium, einsteinium, and nobelium, elements is a correct answer.
This is a very elementary question there, Chris.
Wow. Just keep blaming the questions. I will turn this game around.
Jeff, don't be a boron.
Oh.
That's the best I had on short notice. You're the pro.
Yeah, no, I don't know. That hurt. You're gonna have to helium after that. I don't know. Fuck it.
Oh my God! All right, we're back over to Nate and Jeff. Mike and Marissa, you get to give them their category. Which category do you want to try and stump them with now?
You want to go movies and TV now?
Sure. Mix it up on them.
Okay.
Here is your movies and television question. In which crime drama TV series did Michael Douglas play the part of Inspector Steve Keffer?
Could you read the question one more time?
Yes. In what crime drama TV series did Michael Douglas play the part of Inspector Steve Keffer? Steve Keller, I'm sorry.
How do you spell that name?
That's a very, very significant difference.
Steve Keller, Keller.
Michael Douglas was in a crime drama? Like Columbo?
This had to be, pretty early in his career, I'm guessing, because I don't think I saw it. So this would have been probably maybe 80s, 70s, probably not
earlier. Earlier in 80s.
I'm gonna guess
70s.
Yeah, but I'm not thinking
Starsky and Hutch era.
Yeah.
I don't know. Name a 70s crime drama like Hill Street Blues.
That was one.
Was he in Hill Street Blues?
I don't think he was, but I can't think of many. Let's see, crime dramas in the 1970s. Oh, why couldn't you ask about Murder, She Wrote?
Yeah, right.
It's going to be a show I've never heard of, I'm thinking.
Well, that didn't help
I'm
us
not,
question. I mean, we could just throw Hill Street Blues out there and be like,
let's go Hill Street Blues.
All right.
Unfortunately, Hill Street Blues is not a correct answer. He was in 120 episodes. This show aired from 1972 to 1976. It's called The Streets of San Francisco.
I've never heard of it.
Nathan and Jeff, you get to give a question or a category over to Mike and Marissa. What category do you want to give them?
Well, the category I think they chose last was science, and so, but they got a lot of music ones wrong, like we did as well. So my gut reaction would be start them off with science, maybe.
Sure, let's go with that.
They're going with science. If an animal is frugivorous, what does it normally eat? Frugivorous is Frugivorous.
Frugivorous. I've never heard this term before. If it was fungivorous, I could get there.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, fruit immediately takes you to fruit.
Yeah, but that seems too easy.
That's kind of what I was thinking too. What the frug? Does that root give you anything? I'm not very good with my etymology, so.
Frugivorous.
I mean, I think frugal.
Yeah, same.
You know, frugivorous.
I don't know. It just I keep going to fruit.
I know. Same. It's because it's right there in the.
Okay, things that animals eat.
Right.
Leafcutter ants only eat leaves.
Right. I mean, there's herbivores, carnivores, omnivores. There are, I guess, there's probably like a pescivore that would eat fish.
What are vultures considered? Because they only eat dead things.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. I mean, I think they're just
they carnivore, but that only eats.
There's actually there's a term that is escaping me for vultures, but
yeah.
I guess they're usually just called like scavengers or something.
Yeah, they're scavengers. Yes.
I mean, maybe frugivore is another term for that. I don't know.
Maybe.
So as far as the fruit goes, would that be differentiated from herbivore? Because herbivore.
Yeah, because I would imagine that fruit bats only eat fruit.
Right. Well, and that's a good point. There's the fact that we named at least one animal that, at least based on their name, only eats fruit. I mean,
a frugivore.
I don't know. Only eats. I just keep coming back to that root, and I don't have anything for frug.
That's really catching me there.
Yeah.
What about things that only eat insects? What about?
I think they're actually insectivores.
Yeah.
I could be wrong on that, but that's another good one. We could probably go around all day.
Dung beetles only eat dung.
those would probably be coprivores, though.
Okay.
The only reason I know that is because I looked up what to call my basset hound when he was eating his own poop.
Ah, fun.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is your dog okay?
In fairness, we have a golden retriever that comes to visit us and likes to eat our cat's poop.
What
so...
the?
Yeah.
My dog eats my cat
dog,
poop on a daily basis.
Oh my god, this is a thing?
Apparently, it's a dog thing.
You're telling me Coco and Gambit have never consumed?
They literally will run as far away from their poop as they can.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
I mean, Maya used to eat Ellie's poop, and it's because of maternal instinct to hide the scent. The scent of the den so that nothing else can find them. It's true.
You know, that makes actually a ton of sense.
Yeah.
After this, if we don't go with poop, it's going to seem disappointing, I feel like.
Let's just go fruit, because I'm hung up on it, and I can't.
I was actually going to say that. I was going to say a couple of minutes ago. I was going to say, are we just going to talk around and come back to fruit? That's probably what we're going to do. But yeah, screw it. We'll just go with fruit. That's
down this hole.
Yep, exactly.
End.
That was a really long conversation to get to a correct answer. The answer is fruit. Nicely done.
That's the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever heard.
Yes, it is. I will take it, but it totally is.
All right, Mike and Marissa, what question or what category are we giving Nate and Jeff?
I would be inclined to go back to sports.
Let's do it.
All right.
They're going back to sports and
hopefully fun stuff.
Hopefully, yeah, well, sports and fun stuff. Here is your question. What is the total number of dots on a standard six-sided die?
Okay.
The weird thing is I literally have 9 of them sitting right here. I could just grab one and count. But I feel like that's cheating, so we're just going to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. And 7. 3 times 7 is 21.
That's what I got.
All right, 21.
21 is a correct answer.
Damn it.
Yeah.
We have got a tie ball game. Mike and Marissa are up. Jeff and Nate, what category are we going with?
All right, so they got science. I'm a little bit concerned with movies and TV because I know Mike is a absolute encyclopedia on certain aspects of that.
Encyclopedia.
They seem to be pretty well rounded.
Yeah. So it's a question of where the really random ass weird questions that no one can answer are. And for whatever reason, there's been struggles with music and there's been struggles with sports.
Yeah. The only thing, I mean, they did get a few music ones wrong, but it was the first category they chose.
Right.
I'm okay with whatever you want to give them. I'm more than okay with that.
Let's give them a sports and fun question. Actually, see how they handle it. And if it's like something on fantasy football or something that Mike is ridiculously knowledgeable about, I'm just gonna be like, I don't know, just gonna crawl through the screen and choke Chris or something. I don't know.
Hey, damn. Okay, Samara, you calm down, Samara. There will be no climbing through screens on my podcast. That is not how I die. I recorded the videotape. I am safe. They're going with sports and fun stuff. Mike and Marissa, here is your question. In soccer and some other sports, what word is used to describe threading the ball between an opponent's legs?
Oh gosh.
Jeff has muted himself.
I'm sure he has. Of course he would. I mean, this I don't think this is it, but I always think of hockey. That's the 5-hole.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's it.
I just don't see it as a very soccer thing to say.
No, me neither.
He said soccer and other sports.
He did say other sports.
Maybe. That also could be, field hockey or rugby.
Yeah, it's funny. Field hockey was the first other one that popped into my head too. I don't know why.
Threading the ball.
Right. He said threading in the clue, so right. Yeah. So it's not that.
Threading the ball.
What would be? What would be just a term that would seem like it would describe that? An in-betweener.
In-betweener. A slippy slip.
Right.
I have no idea.
Oh.
I don't know. If the only thing that you can come up with is from hockey and in the 5-hole, then maybe that's what we go with, because he did say other sports.
He did. But then he also said ball. So I don't know how, big of a deal that is.
With some of the similarities between hockey and soccer, I don't know.
No, that's fair. I really don't.
I got nothing.
I really don't know. So I'm happy. I'm happy just going 5-hole and eating our lumps and taking our next question.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Unfortunately, 5-hole is not a correct answer. Jeff, do you want to fill them in?
It's a nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
Yep.
You couldn't have thrown in an herb or like a baking.
Would it have helped?
Would never have come up with that.
All right, Mike and Marissa, we have a tie ball game here. You get to give a question to Nate and Jeff. What are we going with?
We do, and this Marissa, not to put any pressure on you, might be the most important decision of the game. And I'm punting. You get to pick.
You're punting.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I just wanted to get a reaction. Okay. They just got a sports question right. So.
I'm just afraid of Jeff Woodhead and music.
I agreed. If it's any lyrics that feature a reference to a club, I feel very good about Jeff Woodhead and music. But they're exactly right.
History, I would avoid history.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely avoid history. I'd pretty much avoid science. People and places.
Just getting there. Am I just in your head? Am I just taking up residence inside your head?
In your head. In your head. Zombie.
You guys done?
Yeah. Are you
done? All right.
You make a choice yet? We're waiting.
I voted for losing my religion, you jerks. You
chose poorly.
We haven't. People and places is what I was going to say is kind of a crapshoot. Like that could be really easy or it could be really hard. I don't know. Or we could just send them back to movies and television because.
Yeah, that seems to be their weak point.
Yeah. All right, let's send them back to movies and television. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Maybe they'll get another 70s television show that neither of us have heard of.
Or some weird Oscars question.
Nate's glasses are off. He is rubbing his temples.
And I changed to a Guinness. So.
Whoa! Welcome to the PubTriviaExperience.
Good choice. I'm actually switched over to the trophy wife now, so.
I'm sure she'll be happy you call her that.
Yeah, I'm not touching that one.
Okay. So I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this is a question that Mike and Marissa wish you would have given to them, but it's going to you. What is the 2-word killing curse in the Harry Potter series of books and films?
Abracadabra, something like that.
No, it's
something. It sounds like abracadabra, and it's not.
Yeah, I want to look behind me on my bookshelf.
This is really funny because Jeff was dying during the sports question, and Marissa is dying during this question.
Marissa is so mad.
Sure. We know each other's questions.
I think it's
literally writing Harry Potter trivia right now.
Not like right now, though.
No, not at this very moment.
All right, let's let them talk it out.
The last word, I think, is... Oh, what did I write down?
Last word's probably like cadaver or something, right? Because, like, dead body?
Avada Kedavra, I want to say. I might be pronouncing it slightly wrong, but I think it's like Avada Kedavra. Kedavra?
Avada Kedavra? Avada Kedavra.
I watched the movies.
I can see Daniel Radcliffe saying that.
Yeah, I watched the movies about a couple of years ago, and I learned I'm a Hufflepuff, and that's all I really remember. But
Avada Kedavra? Avada Kedavra?
Avada Kedavra, yes.
Avada Kedavra.
Avada Kedavra.
Go for it.
I'm going to need you to spell that.
What?
Which one? All of it?
Yes.
What? Okay. That was a books question. That makes it a books question, Chris.
There's a pronunciation that's not coming through on the recording, and I want to validate we have it correct.
Okay. Jeff, just so I'm touching base with you. So I'm just telling Jeff my answer right now instead of answering. Avada Kedavra.
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Avada Kedavra.
That is correct.
Oh.
Yes.
I couldn't tell if you were pronouncing cadavra or cadabra. I couldn't hear there's a B in there.
Cadabra.
Yeah. They said cadabra, but I knew Jeff was trying to emphasize that it was cadavra with the V.
Cadaver.
So.
Cadaver. It's a cadaver because of the whole
right.
dead body shit. Right.
Right.
Okay. That puts Jeff and Nate one question away from victory, and they get to give a question to Mike and Marissa. What category are we going with?
All right. So Mike and Marissa have they got science, right?
They did. And they got, yes.
So, all right. I hesitate to give Mike a music question because Mike's music knowledge overlaps with mine.
And we can't guarantee it's not a Flo Rida question. So
right, yeah. Like if it's a question about like the fucking toadies or something, we're screwed. So
you know them more than I do, so let's go ahead and just choose. I trust your discretion.
I don't know. You could give them a people and places question and just be like, but they didn't get any of those wrong. They got a couple of music questions. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe we should send them back to sports again and see if we can get another like obscure sport question.
Let's go.
All right, let's send you back to sports again.
We're going back to sports and fun stuff. Marissa, are you okay over there?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Here's your sports question. At what type of event might you see, among other activities, barrel racing?
What?
Barrel racing. It's like, at a rodeo. They do barrel racing at rodeos.
At rodeos? That sounds like a thing they would do at rodeos. I would agree. I've spent my life avoiding rodeos, so, which is weird because my mom spent a significant chunk of hers volunteering at them, but whatever. I'm good. I'm good with that. That actually makes I could see that being a rodeo thing. Is that what you want to lock in with?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I'm not confident.
I hear barrel, and I think you're going over Niagara Falls. So
that's the only thing I can think of about barrel racing.
No, I like that. I like that answer. That actually sounded pretty strong when you said it. So, and I don't think I'm going to come up with anything else.
Is there a different word that he's looking for? And I can't. It's an event, correct? Is that?
Well, I mean, the rodeo is the event. I mean, it is. So I think that's. I mean.
But I know. Is he looking for like equestrian or I don't know because they do it for 4-H and
it's honestly like you're speaking a different language right now. So
I don't know.
I think rodeo. I thought rodeo sounded like a good answer to me.
Yeah, let's go with it. I guess I don't know. I don't feel confident, but let's go with it.
All right, we'll say rodeo.
It's the bowls in the blood, the dust in the mud, the roar of a Sunday crowd, the white in the knuckles, the gold in the buckles. They'll win in the next go round. Boots and chaps, it's cowboy hats. It is the rodeo. Holy shit!
And you guys my
brain went Alice in Chains on that one. So
yeah. Going around trying to find the right answer when you have it in 5 seconds.
We are at the top of the next round. We are tied. Final question, 2-2. Mike and Marissa, which category are we giving to Nathan and Jeff?
All right, let's see. They got sports, they got movies, and television.
At this point, they've gotten at least one of each question right.
Well, obviously, but in terms of the ones we've given them. Dick.
I don't know. Do you want to go back to people and places?
That's for whatever reason. That's where my instinct is leading me. That can be a total crapshoot. It can be really easy, or it can be way out there. But we'll roll the dice and hope that one of those 21 dots doesn't give us an even easier question than that one.
Right. Jesus.
All right. Here is your people and places question. What symbol is often used to denote the site of a battleground on an ordnance survey map?
On ordnance survey?
An ordnance survey map. Ordnance survey map.
I don't know. An ordnance survey map. I have been to many a battleground.
A battleground?
It's like one of those. It's either a cross or like one of those asterisk starry thingies. And my mind went to cross immediately, but
I'm thinking about lost during wars. A cross would make sense. I'm thinking a cross. I'm thinking swords. I'm thinking an X. I'm thinking.
Yeah, right. Is it one of those like cross sword things?
Yeah, I'm thinking like swords.
Is this like the cross sword things? You want to go with that?
I'm liking the cross though, just because it seems.
Nah, I don't know. That feels non-official. I don't know.
Yeah.
That also feels like a cemetery to some extent.
Yeah. So I've got on my paper. I've got an X. I got a cross, and I got the swords. I had a lot of fun drawing the swords.
I like the swords. I think let's go with the crossed swords thing. You want to go with that? Are you?
I'm not convinced, but I like it.
Then
let's go swords. Sword, yeah, because a single sword wouldn't make sense on a map.
No, a single sword wouldn't make sense. It has to be the crossed swords.
I'm gonna say swords.
Yeah, the crossed swords, Chris. We'll go with that one.
I'm gonna need you two to come to a consensus, please.
Oh, are we not a consensus?
No, you're saying two different things.
Okay, what do you say?
The crossed swords thing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Cross swords.
Yeah. That was our consensus.
He just said swords, so I wanted to make sure. Cross swords is a correct answer.
Mm-hmm. Nicely done.
Good job.
Holy shit.
Well done, Nate. Gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, it literally all comes down to this.
All
Mike
right,
and Marissa
so...
have one question left. Hold on, let me build suspense. Mike and Marissa have one question left. It's literally, if they get it right, we go to a sudden death playoff. If they get it wrong, the game is over. Nate, Jeff, give them their category.
All right, so what do we got with these bastards here?
After that question, I kind of want to give them people and places.
Sure. I mean, it's a crapshoot. They got a real easy one on their first one, but that was obviously not that easy. I mean, yeah, that seems like the most likely to be a weakest thing. The music one's the outside chance where it's like some random pop shit they don't know anything about.
Yeah.
So
like early Madonna.
Right. But at this
I got
point,
closer
like,
than
there's
you
been
did.
hard music questions where we've probably like cycled back into something about like the White Stripes or something. So, so yeah, let's go with people and places. Fuck it.
Here is your people and places category. In which country is Europe's highest railway station?
Well, it's going to be a mountainous European country, I'm going to say. Immediately I thought of like Switzerland.
Yeah, that's where I went to. Like, does it? Because like the Matterhorn, is that a rail system up there?
That I don't know. I just knew that I thought of the Swiss Alps.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're talking highest in more of a metaphorical sense, it could be the Netherlands. Come on, that was a little funny. Can I get a laugh? That was funny.
I mean, that was honestly what I was going for there, so
Fine.
sure.
Fine.
I'm assuming by elevation.
I'm not funny. Yes, he technically wasn't specific, but it would be a little hard to measure the other thing. So, but yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking mountain ranges, and yeah, is Matterhorn. Is that in Switzerland?
Yeah.
Okay. I probably should have known that, but I didn't. I think the fact that it was the thing that popped into both of our heads right away.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can come up with. Is there something over, like, how far in do the Urals go?
Well, and that's right. So I'm not as good at Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
So, and exactly where that demarcation between Europe and Asia is, it's kind of in a way BS that they're two different continents. But so I wouldn't. Yeah.
All I can think of is Switzerland.
Yeah.
I don't think. Because, okay, the Alps go into Switzerland. They're into Austria, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, could be Austria.
I think trains. What do you think?
I think trains. I think drops of Jupiter. I think meet Virginia. That's why they didn't give us a music question.
They're on fire tonight.
It's probably not. I don't think I would be very surprised if it's Italy. I really don't know.
Let's just go Switzerland.
Yeah, I mean, that's we've had a couple questions in a row where we've had an answer right away and then talked around before coming back to it and ended up being the right one. So let's just see if we can keep that train rolling.
Keep it going.
See what I did there? All right, yep. Switzerland.
Now they're trying to keep that train rolling, and it is rolling. Switzerland is a correct answer.
I've never seen two people attempt to talk themselves out of a correct answer so much.
You know, what's actually really funny is this is very much a pattern every time me and Marissa.
This is true. This is very true.
This is what you get: two indecisive people on one team.
We're
That's right.
Indecisive
Exactly.
and chronic overthinkers.
Exactly.
Speaking of overthinking, it's sudden death, first one to lose. Well, not first one to lose, but it's a back and forth one-on-one. Mike and Marissa, what category are we giving to Jeff and Nate?
PKs.
Penalty kicks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's PKs, basically, yeah. Do they have to give us one of the ones that we haven't already gotten, or?
I'm just going to open it up to whatever category they want to go with.
All right.
Where do you want to go, Mike?
I don't know.
Want to go back sports? You want to go back movies and TV?
I was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking go back to movies and TV.
Okay, let's do it.
They're going back to movies and television.
Bastards.
Here is your question. In Uncle Buck, what enormous breakfast food does Buck serve to his nephew and nieces?
What is Uncle Buck?
I knew. I was sitting here like, Jeff has never seen that movie. I would bet on it.
Oh, it's a movie. Okay, that helps.
What are you doing, Mike? You're not supposed to help.
Does it?
That was more sarcastic than anything. What enormous breakfast food? I don't know. Giant fucking biscuit? I don't know.
So, I don't think I've ever seen Uncle Buck in one watching. I think I've seen parts of it. But I remember I remember at a former restaurant I went to, we had these big pancakes, and I think somebody made an Uncle Buck reference. And so I want to say, I think it's pancake.
Pancake. Let's do it.
Pancake is a correct answer.
Damn, Nathan, I am so impressed right now.
How have you never seen... Oh, no, we're not getting into that right now. We don't have time. We are in sudden death.
I don't even know what Uncle Buck is. What is it about?
Oh,
it's John Hughes, Macaulay Culkin, and John Candy. It's phenomenal.
We also grew up in the 80s.
All right. Jeff and Nate, you get to give a category to Marissa and Mike. What are we going with?
I don't know. You want to give them science because that seems to be a crapshoot, or do you want to go sports and fun because that's an even bigger crapshoot?
It's a lot of craps. Yeah. Let's go. I'm leaning towards sports, but I could go either way.
Yeah, let's do it. Sports.
Here is your sports question. Sorry, sports and fun question.
Uh-oh.
What popular toy has unique cutie marks on its various figures?
Oh, Care Bears.
Is that what they're called? Is cutie marks?
I don't. Maybe not.
I mean,
maybe
that makes sense.
Maybe it's My Little Pony.
My Little Pony also has marks on. Yeah, they have unique marks.
Yeah.
Cutie marks. The Care Bear. I don't think the Care Bears they were called cutie marks.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
My Little Pony's not as pretty good. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. Abby never got super into the show, so I don't know what they're called, but
I just remember the ones from the 90s.
She has her little figures, and they all definitely have unique marks on their flanks. So
they called cutie marks.
I'm
just trying to think of.
It at least sounds more My Little Pony than Care Bear, I would say.
Cabbage Patch Kids have.
No, Cabbage Patch Kids didn't have any like unique marks. At least not that I can think of. I like My Little Pony. I think that's a good answer.
I'm trying to think of like.
Hey, I know.
Have, because that obviously leans towards feminine toys.
Right. Exactly. And maybe that's why I'm steering away from Care Bears, because I played a lot with Care Bears when I was a kid. So, and I don't remember them being. I remember the Care Bear stare.
Yeah, I think My Little Pony is more like
that sounds right for My Little Pony. So I'm happy locking that in.
Okay.
The conversation, if I remember, was My Little Pony or Care Bears.
Correct.
And this is the time when you guys first said Care Bears and then came back to My Little Pony, which is a real big transition from what you've done your last 3 or 4 questions.
That's true.
It was a good decision.
Yes, it was.
My Little Pony is correct.
Yes, it was.
Sudden Death continues. Mike and Marissa, what category are you giving to Nate and Jeff?
Should we just try something really random and do music or history or something that just to switch
Hopefully
it up?
It stumps them. I don't.
Yeah, of those two, the more that I would think would potentially be inclined to stump would be music. So
yeah, let's go music because you never know what you're gonna get with that.
Exactly.
So we're going with music. What famous drummer's son became the drummer of The Who in 1994?
Ant Whistle's the bassist. Keith Moon is the drummer of The Who.
It was a question.
Who is the drummer of The Who?
Can you read the question one more time?
What famous drummer's son became the drummer for The Who in 1994?
Oh, yep, okay.
So was it Keith Moon's son that joined them? Or was it Bonham's son?
I don't know. All I know is the only drummer I know is Keith Moon.
Well, so Moon was obviously the drummer for a while, and then he died.
Yep.
And I don't remember whose son was it. Whether it was Keith Moon's son that joined him, or whether it was someone else.
I'm a big.
And I don't remember either name here. I don't remember whether it was. I don't remember if we just guess a last name, if that's sufficient.
Just go Moon.
Moon. I don't know. I feel like it'd be too easy if it was Keith Moon's son who joined the Who, right?
And I think he was in his 30s when he died, so his son would have been really young. So I don't think it would have been him.
Bonham would have had a son who could have done it, right? Bonham's son would have been 20-something.
Yeah. First I thought they said Bono. And I'm like, no, that's not
Bonham.
right. But
John,
yes.
The Zeppelin guy. Yeah.
It took me a second.
Yeah, I don't know. Can we just say John Bonham's son, and that's sufficient? I don't know. I don't know the. It was what famous drummer's son, right? So we just have to name the famous drummer.
That's where I'm confused.
Chris, reread the question. We're having a syntax issue here.
What famous drummer's son became the drummer for The Who in 1994?
So we just have to name the drummer. We have to name the original drummer.
I am looking for the name of the original drummer.
So John Bonham. You want to go with that?
1994?
1994, yeah. So Bonham died in 1980. He had a son well before that.
1994. That changes things.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still pretty. I don't know.
I want to say it's the son of a drummer. So who are famous drummers?
I don't know. Well, obviously Keith Moon, but there's
Ringo Starr.
Charlie Watts. Dave Brubeck. I'm still thinking John Bonham here, but I don't know. Maybe
given that late, I'm thinking because I think he also played in his dad's band as a drummer. I think I kind of go Ringo.
Ringo?
I kind of do.
All right, I'll trust you on this one.
No, let me a second because his name's Stark. Yes, because Ringo's real name is not the drummer's name isn't Ringo. What was Ringo's real name? Starkey? But I think Ringo's son was a drummer as well.
All right. All right, Ringo. Let's go Ringo.
Oh God, fuck. I just won for the first time on here. Okay.
All right, Ringo's our answer.
God damn it!
So John Bonham's son is in fact a drummer.
Yeah, he's
he played with Zeppelin.
I think Nathan's now that Nathan talks about it. I think he's right that he's a little young to have joined in 1994.
He has played with Zeppelin. You're right, Mike. Ringo Starr is a correct answer. His son
Zach Starkey.
Zach Starkey. Nate and Jeff, what category do you want to give Mike and Marissa?
I don't know. You want to give these guys a music question? Because those have been.
These are going all night.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. All night long.
They knew the answer because of the response they said. So hopefully the next one's going to be hard. Let's go music. Let's hope the next one's harder.
Yeah, all right.
For them.
Fine.
Here is your music question. Who was the lead singer of the Grammy-winning pop band Culture Club?
Oh, Boy George.
Fucking
right?
Easiest question on the fucking planet.
Given Jeff's reaction, yes, I think we'll lock in with Boy George.
You're asking me a music question.
I know.
I don't know.
I know. I didn't want to lock it in without confirming.
No, I just know, Mike, that you know this question too.
I know you know I know it. Blah, blah, blah.
Boy George is the correct answer. Mike and Marissa, give me a category for Nate and Jeff. We are still in
music again. No, I'm just kidding.
It's gonna random.
This has to end at some point, guys.
Right, I know.
We're gonna go 2 more rounds, and if no one gets it right, we're going to a closest to the pin challenge. Okay.
All right. Fair enough. You want to send them back to sports?
Yeah,
Let's send them back to sports.
Here is your question. On the classic Monopoly board, how many chance spaces are there?
No, I think there's 2, but because there's 2 chance, 2 community chest, and they're kind of like right next to the railroads, right?
Out of all these board games behind me, there's not one single Monopoly board.
Monopoly sucks.
Yeah, it does. I think you're right. I think the answer is 2.
All right, let's go with it 2.
Mike, you have something you want to say?
No.
You're sitting there looking like you're giving me the freaking signal of the 4 horsemen. The answer is not 4.
Is it not? It's not 2.
The answer is not 2 either. There are 3 on the classic Monopoly board.
3?
3.
I thought there was one on each side, but
I don't know. You want to?
There are 3 chance spaces, 3 community chest spaces, a luxury tax space, and an income tax space on the classic Monopoly board.
I was just wrong. Okay, we were wrong.
All right. Yeah. This is win it or lose it for Mike and Marissa. Nate and Jeff, you get to give them their category. What are we going with?
I don't know. You want to do something like history just in case it's hard?
That was their first question I think they chose. Wasn't it? No, music was first.
Music was first. And they missed it.
Let's go. Why not? It's 2 or not.
Sure. Let's give them a history Let's give them a history question. Have fun with it.
Oh, God.
You earned it.
Why do I feel a nightmare coming on?
Here is your history question. Which infamous outlaw was killed in July of 1881 by bounty hunter Pat Garrett?
Oh, it was what the movie was Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, so it's got to be Billy the Kid. That's what "Knocking on Heaven's Door" comes from. The song.
Go with it.
I'm pretty sure it's Billy the Kid.
I trust your gut.
And that ended up being a music question, weirdly, but yeah.
And movie, same time.
And movie, yeah.
Billy the Kid is a correct answer.
Yep.
By the way, Jeff got up and walked away.
I literally threw my headphones down and walked away because it was such a fucking easy question.
Yeah.
Crashing my arms.
Oh.
Jeff, would you have gotten it based on just history knowledge though? Because I'm sitting here going, "What is?"
Yes.
See, I wouldn't have. I had to go. Okay, Bob Dylan was in that movie.
Well, convoluted wise, I mean, just because it's such a pretty well known event, right?
Right. Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that I think is fair to say was the closest episode of the Pub Trivia Experience we've ever had.
I don't know if we've ever done multiple overtimes.
Holy shit.
That was great. Well done, guys.
Yeah, that was incredible.
That was without a doubt the most back and forth game I've ever been a part of. Nicely done to both teams. Mike and Marissa eke out a small victory in the very end.
Good job, guys. Congratulations.
Likewise, that was a fantastic game.
We had incredible competitors. So.
Yeah, for sure.
What a game. Nicely done.
Fun.
Like,
that was a lot of fun.
As the unbiased host here, like, legitimately, that might be our best game ever. Like, that was an amazing game. It was back and forth. There was tension. There was drama. There was jokes. Hell of a game. My God. All right. Well, that does bring us to the end. If you're enjoying the Pub Trivia experience and the content that we bring here, there's a couple of things you can do to support the show. One, first and foremost, patreon.com/PTEBB is your home for all the bonus content for not only the Pub Trivia experience, but our sister podcast, Boozy Bracketology, which, as we record this, we are in the middle of an uproar over the decisions made on the Disney attractions bracket. And that uproar is by one person. It's me. And Joel and Nikki are dead to me for voting out Star Tours. Marissa, you have a valid reason for voting out Star Tours, so I'm not going to hold it against you. Joel and Nikki, your logic was bullshit.
I can't do any simulators, so.
I'd never have even been to Disney World, so I have no opinions here.
Patreon.com/PTEBB is your place to get all of our bonus content. We have bonus content launching for both of our podcasts throughout the month. We just started launching out the bonus content from our third podcast, the now dearly departed Recast That, where we took fan casting to a whole new level and we recast some of our favorite movies. And it's actually a really good time. But that's a great space to get all of our bonus content. But listen, it's a tough time for a lot of people out there. 100% I get it. I've been there. If you want to support the show and you just can't do it financially, that's okay. Leave us a 5-star rating, write us a review. That would be amazing. Pub Trivia Experience, Boozy Bracketology, that would do a lot of good for us. Tell your family, tell your friends as well. Come and interact with us on The Lounge, fans of the Pub Trivia Experience and Boozy Bracketology, right there on Facebook. We are literally all on there, and I guarantee when this episode drops, we're going to have some shit to say. At Twitter is at Pub Trivia Pod, Instagram Pub Trivia Experience, and you could join in our trivia question of the day right there. Before we get going, Nate, you're the newcomer here. Give us your feedback. What'd you think? Did you have a good time tonight?
This was a lot of fun. Would have liked a different outcome, but I love tough competition, and it was as tight as you could get.
I mean, you are obviously welcome back anytime. It was honestly a real pleasure having you. We're going to have you on here in the next couple of weeks because you're going to be recording a hot seat episode.
Woo! I'm looking forward to it.
So we are going to be back with wave number 2 of our hot seat episodes here in the coming couple of weeks, probably in the coming month or so. Looking forward to getting back into the swing of things. We'll probably even get Jeff in on that. That would be fun.
Sounds fun.
It is. It's a good time. But ladies and gentlemen, for the Pub Trivia Experience, I have been Chris.
I'm Mike.
I'm Marissa.
I'm Jeff.
I'm Nathan.
We will see you all next week. Have a good one.